We've had another tragic shooting this week, this time at an ICE facility in Dallas. A rooftop gunman opened fire, killing one detainee and critically injuring two others before taking his own life. Authorities say he left behind ammunition marked anti-ICE, pointing to political motives. It's part of a troubling rise in targeted attacks on ICE officers and other U.S. institutions. So, my question, Mike, is do you now see a connection between all these shootings, or are they just random shooters?
Well,
I've been ramming this home for a while now that I,
I
I
mean,
see something bigger.
yeah, I hear you. I mean, to the extent that the narrative is being written for them, one could argue that they're working in concert together. Okay, so meaning that they are all following an ideology that is similar, and it's being preached to them. Thus, they are under one big umbrella. They may be acting independently, meaning that they didn't go to a town hall somewhere and sit in an auditorium and be lectured to by the ringleader of this or whoever that is, because there's many ringleaders, obviously. But yeah, I think that to many extent, I think that they're working together from a sense that they have determined, and when I use the word they here loosely, they meaning um, in my opinion, the people that are on the wrong side of history have chosen to say that ICE is a bad thing. Now, ICE, let's just cut to the chase here. And ironically, this person opened fire and killed the wrong people, right? So they killed the immigrants in that theory that they're trying to protect rather than the ICE. There was no law enforcement that was injured in this incident. And obviously they were trying to attack the law enforcement, I would assume. But they are attacking these people for actually doing their job and following the law of the United States that was voted on by the Congress, using the power of the full Constitution. We might talk about Constitution later, but using the Constitution of the United States as a framework of this. So nothing here is being done by ICE that's illegal in a sense. Um, you know, so that's my big problem with this. Is that look, if you don't like what ICE is doing, in other words, you don't like deporting these poor innocent, in your view, these poor innocent bystander illegal immigrants, then change the law. Change the law. Vote in new people that are going to vote in Congress to say, look, here's a path to citizenship that's quicker or faster. Or if you're as radical as a lot of these guys, if you run across the border, you automatically become a citizen. I mean, I think there's people that feel that way. So, I heard somebody talking the other day on a podcast that was like, everybody should be able to come to the United States, and if they indeed want to come here, they get citizenship. What? I mean, are you fucking out of your crazy brain? No country in the world does that. And the countries that have had poor immigration policies, by the way, are the ones that are very challenged today and struggling. And by the way, like most developing nations in the world, which people refer to as third world countries or shitholes or banana republics or whatever you want to call them out there, but these countries have serious border control problems, and there's people coming and going. And then I'll use a lot of these countries I've been to: Congo, Rwanda, Burundi, Uganda. That whole area there, as an example, can't control their borders. So what happens when you can't control your border? You get people that infiltrate it from other countries, from other organizations, from other tribes, and you get warfare because they're trying to take over territory. Well, what the hell do you think is going to happen in the United States? Same thing. So you can't have a country without a border. It's just a fact that the definition of a country is we have a border. So I mean, so your argument that ICE guys are throwing out people that are here against the law, it doesn't make any sense. So I mean, these officers, I hate to say this. I'm going to compare this. Let me rain on Donald Trump's parade for a second. Because it might sound like I'm all on the right here, but this is not much different than going in and shooting ICE officers is not that much different than Donald Trump blowing up boats in the Caribbean, the drug runner boats. He's taking out a bunch of very low level guys riding on a boat that are smuggling drugs for somebody else. They're not getting the money. They're not, they're way on the bottom of the totem pole. Well, it's the same thing. You start attacking ICE, you're attacking the guys at the bottom of the totem pole. They're not putting the policy in place.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, right?
No lies told, Mike. None whatsoever. So, Mike, every time a shooter hits a major institution, investigators rush to the same predictable places: homes, cars, their hangouts. And I'm worried the next evolution will be booby traps set where cops will logically go or even at the scene itself to hurt responders and spread terror. Do you buy that attackers will start booby trapping investigation sites or scenes to multiply harm?